Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Buck, and today we're going to go ahead and watch Maja's story from My 600-Pound Life. Now, unfortunately, I am having difficulty recording the full episode from the original source because I don't know how to make OBS work like that. So we are going to go ahead and watch Big Craig's video covering it. It's going to be a 42-minute video. It's probably going to be an hour and a half now because I talk a lot. Anyway, if you do hear some chewing in the background, that's because my dog has a hard yak cheese and she is obsessed with it. So, sorry if you can hear that.
From blaming her boyfriend for not losing weight and faking falling over to get her own way, Maja from season 7 might just be one of the most manipulative stars ever to feature on the show. While she secretly ate thousands of calories, Maja blamed everyone but herself for her weight gain and cried crocodile tears when she didn't get her own way. And her awful behavior.
That little squishy face that she was doing right there, that looked like Amberlyn Reed. Yeah, that looks like Amberlyn Reed when she's pretending to cry. Just trying to, pretend to be the victim. That's so funny.
Her awful behavior is apparent right from the beginning of her episode. Maja Radnovich is a 33-year-old from Oregon, weighing in at well over 600 pounds. Her weight is such a concern that she goes to sleep every single night scared she won't wake up.
When I wake up in the morning,
That's, if you have a single night where you're like, oh, I might not wake up tomorrow morning because of my weight or whatever, how is that not like and I have to change things immediately? How is that not a wake-up call?
the first thing I do is I thank God that my body didn't give out during the night because my health is so bad now.
Like, how much delusion do you have to be sitting in to get this far? I mean, I got to 350 pounds and it was a hard-fought delusion, but I couldn't keep it up. Eventually, reality sunk in and I had to make changes.
Never know when my body's gonna hit its limit.
Normal tasks are totally out of the question for Maja, as her body simply can't handle walking around with so much extra weight to carry. So, she heavily relies on her boyfriend Christian to take care of her. Showering is a monumental task, leaving her so tired that she can't even dress herself afterwards.
I'm so wiped out.
I shouldn't be surprised. Like, that's the thing. On My 600-Pound Life, I watch a lot of Amberlyn Reed. I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons. I'm in Gora World. How do you find this acceptable to be? I don't, it doesn't make sense to me. You have to be, actively in, working for delusion. You have to be.
Out at this point that once I get my underwear on, I have to have my boyfriend Christian, who lives with me, help me with my socks and pants. It's embarrassing to have to even ask. Christian?
Yeah.
Will you please come help me?
I hate that voice. First of all, he's not a boyfriend anymore. He is a caretaker. That's not a lover, that's a caretaker. And that one still of his face, he was exhausted. You could tell. He was exhausted. He was not present in the relation. You could tell. And I hate this voice. This voice that she does. Will you come help me? How do you put up with this? How do you put up with this?
Sorry.
You're not.
Thanks.
Is that, lymphedema or lymphedemia? Because I know Anna O'Brien, Glitter and Lasers, she's got, the lymphedema. She got, a liposuction, and she had her arms liposuctioned, and I think maybe her legs as well, but she really fucked up because she didn't, do any weight loss. She just got liposuction, and now she was all, lopsided. Is this what happens when, lymphedema and stuff, gets so severe? Because it looks like it's, like scales, but also, an open wound at the same time. Is that what it is?
You'll notice that Christian looks to be a pretty healthy weight, which makes you wonder what Maja is eating to get to her size. Well, Maja keeps a huge secret, never telling her boyfriend what or when she eats.
With Christian, he doesn't know.
He's gotta know. He knows. She's not gaining weight from nothing. He's just so checked out at this point, I bet.
When I go to get food, because I get dressed to go out and I tell him it's for errands, but it's a lie. Because the only thing I'm going to do is eat. Food fulfills me in a way I can't even describe. There's nothing in my life that can even come close to matching it. And I'm worried about what Christian would think of me.
Holy shit. Like, I remember being 350 pounds, like half her weight, and being so obsessed with the dopamine I would get from food because I didn't really have a dopamine source anywhere else. My life was so empty and miserable that food literally was everything for me. And I can't help but think about like Christian's point of view, because he's probably like sitting over here thinking like, well, what the fuck am I, chopped liver, if he hears this? But like, no, she probably would prefer chopped liver because it's food. It's a food.
If he knew how much I actually ate. So I just try to hide it.
I think Christian would exactly be surprised if he found out what Maja was eating, considering her size. One thing I do think you would be surprised about though is the amount of money Maja will be spending to fuel her habit.
I'll go to 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I didn't even. Whoa, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't even consider the like money that she would be spending. How many places did what? Hold on. I'm sorry. One more time.
I'll go to 2, 3, 4 places. But the first meal is always the most important one because I always get what
I'm sorry, like in a row? In a day? Is she saying that she will go to 2, 3, 4 places for this? Wow. Wow. How much does that cost? That cannot be cheap. Like a fast food in America, I don't know about anywhere else, I can only assume it's similar, is expensive. It is more expensive to get fast food than it is to go to the grocery store, buy stuff in bulk, cook it at home, meal prep, whatever. How? Just because it tastes good? I mean, I did similar things, but not to this degree. Holy.
craving first.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
931 for soda, thank you.
Thank you.
4 items? Are she getting those as like the meals? Because I know like the sausage burrito things, you can get them in like 1 or 2 packs, and you can get like 2 in a meal with like a hash brown and a coffee or something. And then the 2 different muffin things are individual meal items. Is she getting like whole meal items with each item, or is she getting these individual items? Because like one is still like crazy, but the other one's fucking crazy. Because that's 1 of 4 places that she's stopping for breakfast? Holy shit.
There's no words for that feeling when you taste something you love.
Going to 4 to 5 fast food drive-thrus must cost at least $100.
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
A
And Maja
day.
is doing this every single day. To make
And
matters
that's
worse,
just for
it's not like
breakfast?
she's going and getting 1 meal from each place.
Oh my
she's getting
God.
several. So she's getting
Oh my
over
god, so
an
she did get the meal deal, like meal combos with those? Oh my god. I can't even eat one, even at my fattest. I couldn't even eat like a full McDonald's hash brown because it would just like, the grease was so heavy, it would make me like nauseous. I can't imagine eating 4 in one sitting on top of everything else.
entire week's worth of food in a single day, all while Christian is none the wiser. As soon as the first meal is consumed, Maja is immediately on the hunt for the next one. Food addiction works the same way as drugs or alcohol. You're just
Yeah.
constantly chasing that next high,
Yeah.
searching for the next hit, hoping that it's better than the last. While drugs
Yeah, no, I was very similar in this regard. Food was I think I said it, food was my only dopamine source. It was the only thing that made me happy for years. And that's because I was dealing with a lot of unresolved trauma. You gotta deal with the mentals. What was that?
I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary. Like,
Mental things is scary.
are illegal, food is cheap in comparison and easily accessible. But food is so much more difficult to quit than drugs,
I don't know. It depends on the drug. There are some really cheap drugs out there.
because you can't
Not
just
that I would know firsthand. Let me clarify.
stop eating food cold turkey. You have to change your entire mindset and lifestyle and realize that if you want to make a change for good, you will never be able to eat that way again. That's
Yeah.
why most people on the show don't end up losing any weight.
Yeah, you have to. It's not just a temporary change. It is a forever change, and that's what a lot of people are really scared about. Because there's like not only the fear of failure, but I feel like there's a lot of fear of success. Because it's like, who will I be if I'm not the way I've always been? You know. If I change and I'm successful, like what does that mean for me? There's a lot of weird psychology about weight and weight loss and weight gain. A lot of weird stuff. Sorry, I'm recovering from a chest cold. My doctors expect me to be sick for another week, and I am furious about it.
Losing any weight because they just can't accept that they have to give it up and they won't be able to eat what they want anymore.
Is that her as a
This after
baby? Oh, well, I wonder how old she was here, because I don't know, yeah, it looks like she's always been like a fat kid. And I was probably starting at like 5 or 6 is when I would do my best to like eat as much as possible because that was my coping mechanism in a terrible household. That was my coping mechanism. And so I remember being like 8 or 9, and like when you're fat you look older. The being fat makes you look older. And so I remember being 8 or 9 and being mistaken for 10, 12, or 13 just because I was so fat. I just wonder, how old is she here? Because she could be 7, 8, 9. She could be 10, 11, 12. Like.
She and her dad divorced. Anna had to work 2 jobs just to survive. This means that Anna
Oh.
rarely had time to spend with her daughter, so Maya
Yeah.
would eat food out of comfort. By the time Maya was 5, she already weighed over 100 pounds.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know my weight through childhood. I was never kept informed of that. We also didn't go to doctors like we should have because then they would have found out things that were happening in the house. So like that's how do you not like as a parent be like, okay, I have to do something. I have to step up even though I'm already overwhelmed. Like I have to ask for help and resources because holy shit. At 5, she never had a chance. Maya never had a chance.
But double the average weight of a 5-year-old. Being this weight at such a young age is not just problematic in terms of health, but also because of the relationship Maya will develop with food.
Yeah.
Creating the habit that you can eat whatever you want, whenever you want, is harmful, especially at such a young age. And it's clear that Maya has grown up with this negative habit, causing her to be in the dangerous situation she's in now.
Wow. Okay, so like her mother is obese, like you can tell, and then maybe cousin, sibling. Holy shit. Like she's so fat, her eyelids are fat.
Not to mention how this impacts her ability to deal with her emotional issues.
Yeah.
As food is her only source of comfort, and things only got worse for Maya when her dad remarried.
My dad remarried and they proceeded to have 2 children together. And
Is that Maya? It looks like a wedding dress. Is that? I know some cultures will do like flower girls, like they kind of look like they'll dress them up like little brides. That makes me uncomfortable, and it could be that more context would make me less uncomfortable, but I don't like seeing children in bride dresses. Oh, that baby looks so mad. Get the flash out of my face.
because he got sick of having to drive 3 hours to pick me up for my weekends with him. So he decided he wasn't doing it anymore. So my father stopped being a big part of my life then.
Maya's parents' attitude towards her caused her to
Yeah, mine did that too. Yeah, he just kind of dropped us.
develop a deep sense of shame, as she felt completely different to them and the rest of the family
Yeah.
because of her size. This self-destructive cycle of eating causes Maya to put on over 75 pounds within just 3 years. When Maya's mother remarried, her
That's
stepdad was
25
pretty
pounds
nice
a
to her,
year for a child.
but tried to make her feel better through food, which of course only fueled her weight gain. This went on until Maya was 14, where she weighed nearly 300 pounds. After leaving high school and working at
Wow,
several
I didn't reach 300 until I was like 24, 23 or 24. Wow, at 14? Yeah, I mean, with that understanding, I'm not shocked that she's gotten to 600 pounds by the time she's 30 or whatever. The more you eat, the less it hits dopamine wise, and then you have to eat more and different foods to get that same sort of high. Wow. Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, like, putting that together, I'm not that surprised that she got this big. Wow. Wow.
different fast food restaurants, Maya was free to indulge in unhealthy food, hitting 500 pounds by the time she was just 24 years old. Despite her weight when she was in her mid-20s, Maya could still partake in regular activities and even dated people. After meeting her boyfriend,
That's the thing, is when you're fat from like childhood, you are able to like move around a lot more because your body grew with all this fat. Like you kind of developed your mobility around it. Like I even at 300 and something pounds, I was still hanging out with people, walking around, doing a lot of things. I just didn't want to because I was so tired.
and falling in love, the couple planned to get married, but what should have been a happy life event became an upsetting ordeal. Maya couldn't fit into any wedding dress, and realized because of her weight, it was unlikely she could have kids. After being engaged
Oh. Yeah, and if that's something that you like you like one partner needs and the other partner can't provide. Oh, that sucks. Shit happens. Oh, damn. I mean, it seems like she's a sign from the universe after sign from the universe to be like, hey, like it's time to get your shit in order. And I can't really judge because I had 1,000 signs from the universe before I was like, okay, I'll do something about it, you know? So I think I'm just like, I see so much of myself in the people on my 600-pound life that I'm like, I don't know, I'm like heartbroken and frustrated all at the same time, if that even makes sense.
For over 4 years, Maya's fiance realized that he didn't want to be with someone that couldn't have children. So he decided to end the relationship, leaving Maya devastated.
Yeah.
This breakup fueled her eating habits even more,
Yeah.
as she was depressed and felt incredibly lonely. During this time, Maya rekindled her relationship with her mother and decided to get back out into the dating scene, eventually
good.
meeting her now boyfriend Christian.
So I would like to know more about her relationship with her mother. If rekindled the relationship with her mother strongly tells me that there was a breaking point where she was like cut off her mom. I want to know what happened in there. I want to hear from her and her mom. That's why I wish I could find like the full episodes of My 600-Pound Life. She looks happy, but it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, like a genuine happiness. There's not like a real light.
Shortly after we started dating, he offered for me to move in with him. So I did, and my relationship with him has been great. My weight never bothered
How early into the relationship did they move in together? Because that might be a red flag there. Ooh.
him. He says it's not a big deal to him, but sometimes I feel like it is. Since I've been with him, my health has just gotten worse and worse. And I feel awful because it seems like Christian immediately had to become my caretaker in a number of ways. I just can't do a lot. It's hard. He really wants children, and I can't give him children because of my size and weight.
I don't want this to sound cruel, but I am thankful that Maya has not been able to have children at her weight, because then her children would become her caretakers. Like there's no universe where that doesn't happen if she's still at that weight. Like I've seen like Lisa from My 600-Pound Life. She's the one that got the maggots in her, you know, her children became her caretakers. And I think that should be classified as abuse. Like your children should not be your caretakers. And I'm sorry, if your children have to take care of you, you shouldn't have children, because you are supposed to take care of them. Unless these are grown adults and there's like a system in place. There's not like you're holding the household over their head. You're holding their living situation over their head. If it is a mutually beneficial relationship, sure, more power to you. I take care of my grandmother. I do all sorts of shit for her that she would find very embarrassing for anyone else to do. There's no harm in that. But when it is a child, like an actual child, doing all these things, CPS, come and take these kids.
Maya and Christian are very serious about their relationship. They want to take things to the next step and start a family. But as Maya's weight prevents this, she's decided to see a doctor now to begin her weight loss journey.
My handsomest man, the love of my life. No, I'm kidding. I do love him though. He's awesome. I think he's a fucking genius surgeon. I think he is so funny too when he calls out his patients. He's like, "Are you kidding? You're not malnourished. You're fine. You could stop eating for the next 4 years and be fine." You know, like that kind of shit. I think that's so funny. He's an icon. I might get a cameo from him. I don't know. Like,
But the couple haven't even left the house yet, and tensions are already high.
Christian and I are headed to Houston today, but we're both really nervous about this whole trip. So we've been fighting for most of the morning. Oh my gosh, my leg is so swollen.
Yeah. No, that's something that I have specifically been working on in therapy, and that's like my goal for this year, is to learn how to manage my stress in a way where I'm not like accidentally taking it out on people. I'm not misplacing my frustrations or anything. I want to make sure that my relationships continue to be strong, and I want to deepen them and make them even richer. And that sort of like lashing out porcupine sort of thing, I find is very common in addicts, regardless of the substance of choice, whatever you want to call it. That is something that is very common in addicts. We tend to lash out inappropriately during times of stress.
Right now, Christian. Do you think they have like urgent care and stuff down there I can go to?
Maybe. I'll take a look online to see if it's a third world country.
I'm getting really stressed.
Oh no. I'll see if it's a third world country in Houston. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That was a good one. Good job, Christian. Knee slapper right there. We'll see if it's a third world country.
Don't need your attitude.
It's not attitude. You're being stupid.
I don't feel like he's even trying to understand how high my anxiety is.
She seems to be the kind of person that is consistently like this. I don't think that this is strange and new and unexpected behavior from her. It's just on camera now. I feel like this is not a new defense mechanism that Christian has developed. Like, these are not new behaviors from either of them. I don't know why she's so surprised that he's like, hey, you're overreacting again.
Oh, you know one thing I'm worried about? Those damn bed bugs. One of my friends recently went on a trip, and when she came back, she had them. Normal people can get them.
Well, if we find any alcohol.
Normal people can get them. It's like Amber Lynn does that too. It's this like, oh no, skinny people get bed bugs. Skinny people have cellulitis. Skinny people fall. Seems like a kind of a cop out for personal responsibility. That tracks, you know. I don't know why I missed it. He said something funny again, didn't he?
She had them. Normal people can get them.
Well, if we find any, I'll call the FBI.
Christian,
I've heard that one
stop.
before.
I don't feel like he's taking any of this seriously at all. I'm just trying to keep his...
She's looking for a fight. There's nothing that he says that's going to get her to be, like, normal or chill. Like, she's just looking to fight because she's stressed out.
As I can and work up the courage to do this. So a little help would go a long way right now.
It's definitely a tense morning for the couple, especially as Maja starts to lose patience with Christian. From how he's acting, I honestly think he hates Maja, as he looks at her with just complete disgust.
I need my phone, please.
Where's your phone?
In my purse. I need to check my flight.
Where's your purse?
Okay, so get off your fat ass and do it yourself. Like, you're here for weight loss. Part of that is moving more. And if you can move and run around to 4 or 5 different fast food places for breakfast, you can get up and get your own fucking phone. I don't know. That kind of shit pisses me off.
Christian?
Christian? Okay. I hate her. I don't like her. I hate her. Fuck you.
Really?
I don't know where
Get
your
off
purse
your phone.
I don't know where your purse
Be
is.
a part of this.
Where the is your purse? Your
It's
purse
right
is
next to you. I left it right next to you.
Your purse is not right here.
Wow. What a bitch. She wanted to hit him in that moment. She wanted to hurt him. I've heard that he breaks up with her in the episode. I hope that's fucking true. Holy shit. What a bitch. She wanted to hit him.
The way that Maja snatches her bag from Christian and totally glares at him is pretty disturbing, and honestly, he really doesn't deserve that. Now, Dr. Now's office is a 33-hour drive away from Maja's hometown, making the drive impossible with her size. So they made the decision to take a 4-hour flight across the country, but this is less than ideal for someone of Maja's size.
I've been on this plane for...
I mean, like, if you're so fat you can't do like a 4-hour flight, you gotta get shit taken care of before like, how do you not know, like, how do you know, hey, stop, you know what, the attitude I'm getting over here from this little girl is enough. No, you could never. You're too cute. You're too cute. She could never do anything evil on purpose. Like, even if she killed someone, it would be like a sitcom accident sort of situation. Like, there's no... Oh, you do not get to chew on a squeaky toy right now. You can lay down and chew on... Yeah, you could chew on your cheese. You don't get a squeaky toy right now. Not while Dad's recording. She might have the capability of evil. I might take it back. Are you capable of evil? Are you capable of atrocities? Yes, I think you might be. I think maybe you might be. Sometimes you gotta be serious. You gotta put your dad voice on. Yeah, lay down. Right now. Thank you. Thank you, good girl.
And I haven't been able to relax or get any rest on the plane because of how cramped and uncomfortable this is.
I think that's so funny because that tells me that Christian, like, refused to push her in a wheelchair. That, or like her ego was too big to get a wheelchair and like get wheelchair assistance. But I like to think that Christian finally put his foot down.
But after the flight, Maja runs into a spot of trouble when looking for a place to rest.
If you need to sit down, let's sit down.
The chairs don't move.
What? The chairs are like bolted into the floor? How many people are throwing chairs at the airport?
My legs hurt. They're so swollen. And my hip is out.
Out? You're saying your hip is dislocated, or it's just like out of commission because it hurts so bad? Maja really seems like the kind of person to exaggerate certain things to get her way and then under describe things to also get her way. Very much like the glitter and lasers. You don't know what I eat. I have no more burnable fat, but she's 600 pounds. But then she's also taking a GLP-1. You know, like it just seems like a lot of manipulation in either way to make herself the victim that people are supposed to, oh, I'll take care of you. Oh, sweetheart, it's fine. I got this. I'll put all this on me. You don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to put in any effort for this to work out. Just seems like she's been kind of catered to her entire life.
This is so much more walking than I even realized I was going to have to do.
Was that someone pointing at her?
And how far everything, so much more walking than I even realized I was going to have to do.
Was someone pointing at, did you see that?
And the lady lied to me about how far it was because I would have made other arrangements for me to.
Did you tell them I'm a 600-pound woman? Can put that into consideration? Because if you call and you're like, hey, how much walking is in this airport, you know, the average airport, if this person is like a standard, like average able-bodied person, they're probably going to be like, oh, you know, it's a decent amount, but it's not too bad, because they do it all the time. Did you communicate that you are a 600-something pound woman?
I understand that I'm a big person, but it doesn't give people the right to lie to me.
She just has to make herself the victim out of everything, doesn't she?
She even blames the airport staff for not warning her of the distance between the terminal and the baggage claim, which is just completely insane. Her selfish nature is really starting to come out here, and I'm sure that we'll see much more of this as time goes on. Things only escalate as Maja finds out that the car rental company doesn't have any available SUVs, something she requires as she struggles to fit in the regular.
I've heard on the My 600-Pound Life subreddit that the producers did a little fucky wucky here just to get this shot, and I've heard that this is manufactured incident.
Size car. She doesn't act like a normal person either, and she basically throws a fit for not getting what she wants.
That's what she's done her entire life to get her way. She has a tantrum and then people give in because she exhausts them. And she's learned that the bigger fit she has, the more likely she is to succeed in getting her way to manipulate people.
We had a large SUV reserved, and they say all they can give us is a regular sized car. But it's not an issue about what I want. I may not even be able to fit if it's too small. Ow.
Why does she need to be the one to drive? Does Christian not have a driver's license? Why can't she just in the back seat or put the passenger seat all the way back? Like, she's a control freak. She wants to be in charge of everything. She's still able to do whatever XYZ. I mean, that's why she was in a Kia.
Oh, Christian.
What?
No, I can't get up.
Okay, hold on. Don't stress. Worst thing you can do is freak
I'm
out.
scared. I'm scared.
What?
Don't be scared.
The worst thing you could
Come
do
on.
is freak out. And she goes, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Hang on, hang on.
What do you expect him to do? He's like a third of your weight. How could you expect him to be able to help you with this at all?
Help me.
You just said wait. You just said stop. You just said wait.
Please. Oh, I can't. Hang on. I can't. I have to go down. I can't.
Oh.
Let go. Okay. My leg got stuck. This is everything.
How did she even do that? I see why people say that this is a manufactured fall, because there have been actual falls in My 600-Pound Life, and didn't quite look like that.
I feared. If I can't get up, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
First of all, Maja clearly fell over on purpose to prove a point.
Yeah.
Christian was literally standing next to her and she fell over anyway. Thus, just being totally... I know this might sound crazy, but maybe she can get a few people to help her up.
I mean, okay, get over on your hands and knees, the fat four-legged crawl, and use the car, crawl your way up the car, like, this is just for TV. Do you think they gave her extra money? They were like, do a little whoopsie and then get an extra $1,000 on it, you know?
I'm so scared right now, but I don't want to have to call for
And
help
she
and
is
have to
sweating,
get the
though.
fire department here.
Yeah.
So I just
Yep.
hope I can get up.
Yep. Do the crawl. There you go.
Yeah, what do you need?
Please. Yes. Yes.
Yep. There you go.
Really?
Okay.
Why are you crying?
Because that was really hard. And
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm laughing at her, yes. But I'm laughing because the sudden tears reminded me, okay, I want to say, I don't know, sometime last year, maybe late summer, early fall, one of my friends who lives in the neighborhood just up the road from me, she calls me frantic there's a baby deer stuck in the, like, between the fence line, and it's injured, and she's holding it, and then she needs me to come run up the road, help her let it free. It was a very traumatic experience that we called animal control. They took the deer because it was cut up by the fence line. And the second they pulled out of the driveway, I look at her and I go, I'm gonna cry now. I broke down. For like a 10-minute cry. It's like, I get it, you know, like, I get it. But that's just what it reminded me of. I was like, wow. Yeah. Sometimes the tears come and take you by surprise. Oh, he's so embarrassed of her. Did you see that little, like, I'm sorry, did she just say, I'm gonna go in and make a scene?
I'm sorry.
I need to go in there and make a
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna make a scene. I've decided I'm gonna go make a scene. They made me feel bad and I need to yell at them. There had to be a producer that was like, another band on it if you go yell at the Enterprise guys. I mean, there had to be. And I love how immediately Christian is like, no, you don't need to do that, actually. We can resolve this without you freaking out. Because that's all she does. Every aspect of her life is her having a freak out, or she's eating, or she's freaking out until she gets to go eat. Craig, do we get to listen to her yell at the Enterprise guy? I kind of hope we do, because that just further cements my point that, like, all she wants is to be the victim that people then have to placate.
This isn't acceptable at all for them to do this to me. I have to have something.
Yeah, I used to have a Kia Soul too. Like, I know it's not like the biggest car, you know, like she could have managed.
I can fit in, or we're gonna have a big problem. I'm already completely worn out. I'm gonna pass out.
I'm gonna pass out because it's been an hour since you landed. I feel like they've convinced, like, these people on My 600-Pound Life convinced themselves that they need to eat and that they're gonna, like, starve to death within, like, 30 minutes and wither away to nothingness in, like, 2 hours, you know? Like, it's delusion. It's all delusion. She's fine. She's fine. She might be tired and she might sleep real well tonight, but she's fine.
Worst day ever. And I just want it to be over with now.
That is the wrong kind of car. I rented a large SUV because I need something large.
We need something bigger, seat-wise, like a Jeep.
You guys need to get us something else.
When Maja goes back in to complain about the car she was given, the staff are very sympathetic and offer her what looks like a Jeep SUV.
No, the whole car thing, she said that they don't have a larger car, but then all of a sudden they're able to pull out this massive fucking SUV. No, this was all manufactured. And I hope that the Enterprise guy got a good fucking tip for this, dealing with her fat ass.
Maja is crying without shedding a real tear and being rude to the staff.
It's all manipulation.
Clearly so entitled that nothing is her fault and thinks that she doesn't have to treat people with respect. The entire time that Maja is kicking off, Christian keeps to himself and doesn't really get involved. He's clearly embarrassed of her, even making the excuse of going to the toilet because he just doesn't want to be there. The next day, after some much needed rest, Maja and Christian finally get to see Dr. Now, and Maja is feeling really nervous for her first weigh-in, as it's been years since she's stepped.
Yeah, I bet she's feeling real nervous because I bet she ate a lot of food the day before to cope with all that stress. Is it true that the producers pay, like, for the food on the episodes? So, like, they can get, like, the DoorDash and all that stuff? Like, is that true? Because then I could understand why they would go, like, fucking nutso. You know, that's like giving your platinum card to an alcoholic. You're going to rehab in 4 days, so let's get that Last Supper syndrome going. You know, like, what the fuck?
Foot on the scales. She guesses that she's in the 600s mark, and her estimate is pretty accurate, as she weighs in at 689 pounds, almost 700 pounds.
It's really embarrassing to see a number like that and to know it's my actual weight.
There's like sticker shock when you're shopping, but that was like scale shock. Wow.
Realize just how out of control I let my weight get, and how much further.
Your parentheses is this big. Girl, you have a throat that a bullfrog would envy.
Away I am from being where I need to be. So I feel awful right now and like such a failure.
She has like
I know
hundreds
I desperately need
of
help
pounds to
because
lose.
my body can't take it getting any worse.
Obviously, Dr. Now's first question to Maja is, what have you been eating? And this is a really difficult question for Maja, as if you remember from earlier, she keeps her drive-through habits a secret.
So what does your eating habit look like?
2 to 3 large meals a day.
And any snack in between?
No.
People that can't face reality, they're not going to benefit from working with experts. They're like, if you can't be brutally honest with yourself, you're not going to be able to say it out loud. Like, say it out loud in the mirror, say it out loud in the bathroom, say it in like out loud in your closet. You have to say these deep, nasty truths out loud before you can get any sort of actual healing done. And if she's sitting here just lying, she's wasting not only Dr. Now's time, but she's wasting her time. She's wasting the very few days that she has left if she maintains this behavior. I also think, hot take, you should bring the worst thing that you've ever commented on like YouTube, Instagram, whatever, the worst social media comment you've ever said, you should bring that to your therapist. You should show your therapist the worst things you've said online. Because that shit, that's the true dark shit that you gotta face.
So according to what you tell me, you don't snack, you don't eat junk food, you don't really drink anything bad, you just overeat some, and somehow that got you up to being almost 700 pounds. Does that sound like it makes much sense to you? Because it's not making much sense to me.
She's so
part of the
confused about
problem is
what
that-
she's like, well, why aren't my lies working with this doctor? It works for Christian. First of all, Christian knows. Like, if he doesn't like full on flat out know everything you're doing, then he is heavy with suspicion about this, because again, you don't gain weight from breathing air. It's a caloric surplus every day, consistently. And she's like, oh no, my lies aren't working on this world-renowned expert. What did you expect?
You're used to lying about your eating habits, but the scale doesn't lie, so you shouldn't eat it.
The scale doesn't lie, so you shouldn't either. And look at that face. Huh? What? No. Amberlynn does this. Darkside Phil does this. Darkside Phil, yeah, DSP, Darkside Phil. Yeah. All these fucking lol cows that are scammers, grifters, liars, they do this same fucking face when they're confronted so they can play dumb.
It's actually crazy how Dr. Now is able to see through patients' lies straight away.
He's got the
Forcing Maja to
experience. I
confront
mean,
and
it's
admit
the
to
same thing. Sorry to cut you off, Craig. Love you, Craig. I did apply to be a writer for Craig, so, but no hard feelings, no hard feelings. If it doesn't go through, it's okay, I get it. But I am a qualified ghostwriter. It's the same thing as, like, an addiction specialist. Like, they're going to recognize these things, and the people that have recovered from these same illnesses are going to recognize these things. Like, it's so funny. Like, when you're so deep in your illness, you think, like, oh, no one knows, they're never gonna catch me, but, like, you're walking around dropping, like, food wrappers. Like, you're so obvious, but you think you're so fucking sneaky.
Now, Dr. Now puts Maja on a 1,200 calorie a day diet, which means she should be able to lose at least 100 pounds over 2 months. Now, finding low calorie meals...
I do appreciate that he puts the amount in kgs over here. I don't use the metric system. I use freedom units because I'm an American. So I appreciate that that's up here, but I think it's awesome that he has it like kind of in the corner over here. That's great.
Fit weight loss goals is really difficult, and that's why I created the Fat Loss Kitchen cookbook, curated with meals specifically designed for weight loss and high
No,
protein.
actually,
the cookbook is...
These recipes fucking rock. I do have this. I bought it. It fucking slaps. I love it. I cook probably like 4 or 5 meals of it from a week, like every week. I mean, I make like my own little adjustments and I kind of change the recipes however I need them. But that's another thing I love about his recipes, because they're so like easy to customize. I don't know. I'm just glazing him at this point, I think.
Been endorsed by the likes of Shaun of Steel, who's lost significant amounts of weight himself. You can try the cookbook for yourself or visit the link in my bio visiting fatlasskitchen.com. Remember to sign up to our newsletter, as it's completely free and we send you healthy meals every single Friday.
Every week.
Use code Craig at checkout for your cook, you get 15% off. Thank you for the support, and let's get back to Maja. When asked if she thinks she can lose the weight, Maja just replies that she will try her best. This situation really is life or death for Maja.
I feel like Dr. Now, when he says like, oh, you're gonna lose 100 pounds in 2 months, I feel like the patients have such a skewed understanding of food portions, nutrition, if they have any understanding at all. It's like, I feel like there's so much education that they're missing, that they get so like in their own head about it, that they automatically decide like, oh, that's impossible for me, like I'm not capable of that. Like you are capable of doing the hard things. You are fully capable of succeeding. But then there's that fear of success. Like, who am I if I'm not who I've always been? I said it before.
Without serious intervention, she only has a life expectancy of around 2 to 3 years because of her health conditions associated with the
Whoa.
weight. Christian is really supportive of Maja and really interested in the weight loss program himself.
What's the most weight you've seen someone lose on a 1,200 calorie in 1 month?
120 pounds.
Really? In 1 month?
Yeah.
Wow.
Christian is kind of setting up like, there's no reason for you to fail. If you work the diet will work. I bet when he breaks up with her, because I've heard that that's what happens, I bet he loses a good amount of weight just from this experience. Where are they now for the exes?
Wow. No way about that. That's crazy. Yeah.
She's feeling ganged up
So,
on.
100
Did you see that? She was like, are you fucking kidding me? She's feeling ganged up on. That's hilarious. I mean, not for her, but for me.
Pounds in 2 months should be no problem for you, man. You
Uh-huh.
can lose that.
Will there be a shock to her system? Let's say she just immediately goes in 1,200 calorie.
The system is pushed to the limit, and then we're gonna take a load off of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I get
Oh,
it,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that I feel like he knows her so well that he's like preemptively cutting through her bullshit. Because he knows that she's going to turn around the second it's just them and start being like, oh, that's too much for my body. That's too, like, it's a shock to my system. That's too much weight to lose. And he's going to be like, no, Dr. Now said that that's taking a load off your system. Actually, you're going to feel better if you follow through. Oh, that's smart. That's smart, dude.
Despite his interest and support of Maja, it obviously doesn't think Maja will be able to lose the weight.
Yeah, no,
Partly
he's
because it's such a
preemptively
massive
cutting her
number,
bullshit.
But also because he knows her obsession with food runs so deep. A few weeks into her weight loss program, when she's back in Oregon, Maja starts going to the gym to exercise with a group of her friends.
Not just to do something active like this, but to be doing it in public. I think it
You
just
see
goes.
that Pokemon shirt? That's cute. How interesting. I mean, obviously she doesn't have like athletic clothes. Strange to wear somewhat like office wear to the gym.
To show how determined I am and how far I've already come.
One more.
Is there any weight on those? I mean, should she? No, because she has plenty of weight on her body, so she shouldn't be adding weight to the machine. Okay, okay.
And 10. Good job. Good. That was great.
This isn't as bad as I saw it in my head. It's encouraging to
Yeah.
feel like I can do things like a normal person.
There you go.
And to see my hard work paying off.
But, like you'd expect, it doesn't really last very long, as after just a few
No.
minutes, Maja
What? A couple minutes? Okay, so on the treadmill, you're walking. I mean, it's like, imagine carrying an extra 400 pounds when you're trying to walk. Like, I get that's going to be fucking exhausting on the treadmill, but that doesn't mean she stopped going to the gym entirely, right? Like, just because you can only do 2 minutes today doesn't mean next week you can't do 3 minutes, and then 4 minutes, and 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then doing miles. Fuck.
has a dramatic episode and needs
Does she make it? Does she die?
My heart's really racing. Where should I sit? Yeah, because I'm feeling not so good. Okay, let's go. I need to sit down.
I feel really dizzy. I think I went too far because it feels like it was too much. I think I'm gonna pass out.
It's the second time she's referenced, oh, I think I'm gonna pass out after doing like very minor work with her body. And I understand at that weight, they are very close to complete immobility, but she walks around. She's able to get around. I just feel like she just gets in her own head about it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just obese.
And I'm scared I did something to myself because I'm having trouble breathing and my head is killing me.
Drink more water, walk around more. You'll get used to it. It's fine. You're fine.
It's seriously
You're
crazy
fine.
how dramatic Maja is. The feeling
Yeah.
that she has right now of her heart racing is literally just because she's exercised. I think it just goes to
That's what I thought. Like, she literally it just was like working out for the first time and experienced a faster heart rate and just lost her mind. Amberlynn does that. She's like convinced herself she's having a heart attack every time her heart rate elevates even a little bit.
show how little she's pushed herself all her life, likely never exercising for more than just a few minutes. The feeling is so unfamiliar to her that she feels like she's dying, when in reality, she's finally moving her body in a way she needs to actually lose some weight. After her one and only gym session, Maja is
No! The gym, especially Planet Fitness, is so good for people starting out your fitness journey. I mean, she did one and done.
back in Houston to see Dr.
Maja.
Now, hoping that her hard work has paid off. And despite her lack of physical exercise, she really did stick to her diet.
At my last appointment, my weight was 689. And Dr. Now told me I had to lose 100 pounds over the next 2 months. So if I did that, I'll be at least down to 5.
Do you hear my stomach? Hour until I can put food in the oven. My tummy's like, give chicken now. I know. And she's got about an hour until dinner, too. So she's coming over here starting to beg Roni.
But it's been a long time since I've been in the 500s.
Out of the way. Hey!
That's
not bad
amazing.
at all.
I'm in disbelief that I actually did it. I know it's not exactly 100 pounds.
I really want her to get better. I don't think she does, though. If I remember right, I think she gives up, doesn't she?
But losing that amount has to be enough for Dr. Now to see how committed I am.
Despite Maya's incredible loss of 93 pounds, Christian appears totally unfazed and disinterested. At this point, I wonder why the couple's even together, as it's clear they don't even really care about each other. Dr. Now's very impressed, especially as normally it takes several months for patients of his to actually start losing weight. Because of her great first start, Doctor approves her for weight loss surgery straight away. With that go ahead, Maya needs to relocate to Houston with Christian. As his attitude is totally uninterested, Dr. Now has some reasonable concerns about this.
I'm getting the impression that he thought Maya would fail, and he wasn't expecting her to make it to this point. And if that turns out to be the case, then Maya's situation and her move down may get more complicated. But hopefully...
I don't know if he, necessarily expected her to fail. I think he probably considered that very strongly, but I think he's been done with this relationship for a long time. I think maybe this new reality, is making him realize some things. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving him too much grace. Maybe he's a piece of shit behind the scenes. I don't know.
I don't think I want to stay till the end because then I'll be a blubbering fool.
We're almost done.
Honey, you still got stuff in the house that's going to take a while. I wanted to say my goodbyes now.
I cannot accept them right now. I am busy. I hate doing multiple things.
Her mom has done a lot of therapy. Just the way she introduced that, she said, because you're so busy, saying like, oh, I value your time. I'm going to do this now and I'm going to get out of your hair because I don't want to be a big old crybaby about it, putting the blame on her. This is a lot of therapy. That's so interesting.
You're going to be okay and you're going to get the best help and I will see you in a few months.
Nemma,
Stop.
I can't do this right now, Mom.
Okay, it's all right.
She's having a full-blown freak out because things are happening slightly out of order. I am autistic. It is a struggle when things do not happen on the timeline that we planned. You don't get to have a fit like this. You're a grown fucking woman. Control yourself.
I'm leaving.
This is not the plan. We didn't plan this,
Maya,
Mom.
it doesn't, not
This is
everything
not
has
the
to be
time.
planned.
She's sick of it. I think she is the reason Mama Dearest has put up these boundaries. I think she's sick of the way her granddaughter treats her daughter. Just the way this body language is and the face there. I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping and leaping.
Life
We're
is not
doing
planned.
this now.
Life is not planned.
Yeah.
Things
Mom,
happen.
Stop
You were
talking.
planned.
Just stop talking.
You know, this is why we have
Mama, stop. Too far. Too far. I didn't even want you, but here you are. What? I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't know that you had drip like that. Okay.
family fights. It's because of you. You won't change.
No, you are. You're always saying you have to work and it's about money. You can't
Money?
just wait 5 minutes for us to get this.
Wow. Maya, you're such a piece of shit, dude. Oh my god. Get fucking help. Go to therapy.
You're gonna be my big
Now
girl.
there are the tears. She's fucking crying now. Yeah, she is either eating, fighting, or crying. And that's it. That's all she's got in her life. And when you take those things away, she freaks out.
It's an adventure that you're gonna be on.
Yep.
Thank you so much for taking care of Maya.
Yep.
Time to go to work. I got both jobs today.
He said, Mama, I'm dropping her in Texas and getting out. Look at that face. Did you see that? And he was like, yeah, I'm taking care of her for the next 35 hours, and then I'm done. I'm ooties. Honestly, good for him. Also, has he lost weight during this time? He looks a little thinner.
She is so stubborn that if anyone deviates from the plan she's made in her head, she immediately gets irritable and starts lashing out on people.
She
All Anna
freaks
wanted
out.
to do was say goodbye to Maya 5 minutes earlier than planned, and this is enough for Maya to start kicking off and shouting. I mentioned earlier that driving to Houston would take 33 hours. And as Maya and Christian had to move all of their belongings with them, they had to drive the entire way. The entire trip took 3 days. And without the ability to make healthy food on the road, it's obvious what Maya would have been eating.
I'm a little concerned because it was really hard to stick to my diet while traveling. And I ate a lot of fast.
You can stop at grocery stores and you can get like at the deli section, they have like grilled chicken or even like Foster Farms brand. They have cooked grilled chicken strips. They have like hard-boiled eggs at the grocery store. Like, she could have made it work with her diet. She chose not to.
It was already getting harder, but the fight with my mom right before I left was not what
blame
I
your
needed
mother.
before doing something as stressful and scary as moving to a whole other
Blame your mother. Don't put any responsibility on yourself. Don't take any accountability. Just blame your mother.
city halfway across the country. And to make it all even worse, me and Christian have been fighting a lot. I don't think he's being very supportive, and he keeps making comments about every little thing.
Took him a month post-move to break up, or is it? I'm just so excited for him to get out of here, honestly, because she is fucking spiraling. And like, that's when you are recovering from an addiction. You can't do the things you always did. You can't be in the environments you were. You can't do the hobbies or activities or crafts, whatever. You can't do the things that you did in your addiction. And sometimes that means you can't be around the people that you ingrained yourself in or around in your addiction. And that sucks, even if you love them. But I mean, at a certain point, sometimes they're enabling. Sometimes it's just not good anymore. Regardless of how much you love each other, sometimes it's just not good anymore.
Christian and I are headed to see Dr. Now at his clinic. My plan was to try and work really hard for a few weeks to lose as much as I could, but it hasn't gone exactly as I hoped.
Maya is the kind of person that will make a plan so rigid that the second something goes off timeline or differently than she expected, she uses it as an excuse to hinge, to freak out, to lash out, to be completely inappropriate to people. I mean, those are choices that she's making. Choices that she's making in the heat of the moment, maybe, but every moment for her is a heat of the moment. She's always freaking out. Everything is an excuse.
He's not happy here, and I don't understand why he can't focus on why we're doing this and support me like I need right now.
Not once has she talked about, like, being thankful that he's supporting. Not once has she talked about how difficult it must be for him to completely uproot his entire life, to move away from his friends and family for an entire year, to be a caretaker instead of a lover. It's all about her. She's so fucking selfish, and she's so delusional in her addiction that she can't see anything that anybody else is doing for her.
He never thought I would make it this far, and we'd have to be down here for a year.
Christian's revelation isn't surprising, as we all knew he never thought Maja could do it on her own.
Yeah.
I honestly find this really confusing. Like, why wouldn't Christian want her to lose the weight so they could do normal things as a couple? He clearly doesn't really feel anything for her, and I wonder why they're even together. Now in a phone call checkup with Dr.
Because I think I've seen a clip later where she calls her mom and has her mom scold Christian. He's being guilted into this relationship. She's constantly turning around every which way saying, this is my last chance, it's gonna save my life. The doctor said I have 2 to 3 years left to live if I don't make this change. He's being guilted into this relationship, and it's not even a fucking relationship. He's being guilted into being a caretaker.
Now, Maja admitted that she hadn't been sticking to the diet. This made Dr. Now book in an emergency appointment with Maja, asking that she come to the hospital as soon as possible so he could check her weight. As the weight loss surgery is already scheduled, Maja has to stay on track with her diet, as she needs to get down as fast as possible so the surgery could go ahead smoothly.
Because she was like 596 before. She was down almost 100 pounds, but she has to get under 500, right? To safely get the procedure. Oh no, how much has she gained? Oh no.
I lost 93 pounds in 2 months to get down to 596. And when Dr. Now approved me for surgery, he just told me that I needed to keep making good progress, but he didn't give me a goal.
Keep making good progress means keep on the progress we had before. So another 100 pounds in 2 months. That's automatically what I picture. Am I crazy for that?
I really hope I've done that, but I am so scared to find out.
Only a 9-pound loss.
At least it's a loss, but it's not anywhere near what I was doing. So I don't know if this is going to be enough for Dr.
She's had to eat. Oh my god. She just completely fell off. Completely stopped. She got a little bit of praise and then immediately sabotaged herself.
After only losing 9 pounds over the last month, Maja has really set herself behind, especially as she was supposed to get her weight.
I'm so disappointed in her. He looks like a man in purgatory. He looks like he feels like he's gonna be stuck in this hell forever. That's what that face says to me.
Surgery soon. She explains that her tiny loss is due to the stress of moving and fighting with Christian, but Dr. Now is completely unsympathetic towards this.
Well, I understand things are hard, but if you use that as an excuse to overeat, then you're never gonna lose weight, because life gets hard. So as sympathetic as I am to that, it's still...
What's that thing that Shaun of Steel says? Tough times don't last, tough people do. So you just gotta toughen the fuck up. And that's not easy. Trust me, it's not an easy thing to do all the time, but you still have to do it.
This time, I'm canceling your weight loss surgery. I want you to lose 50 pounds over the next month. If you do that, I'll approve you again, and we will move ahead.
Dr. Now cancelling her weight loss surgery is a massive blow, especially as they have already relocated to Houston. But even more shocking than that is Christian's attitude to Dr. Now when asked if he is supportive of Maya's weight loss goal.
I hope you're getting all the support you need from Christian. Are you there for her, Christian?
He's here.
I'd rather hear from...
He's dissociating. He really genuinely is contemplating that this might be the rest of his life, or the next 3 years of his life until she dies of obesity-related illnesses or whatever. He's looking down the barrel of 3 years of catering to her as she eats herself to death.
All right, it looks like you both have a lot to figure out. I suggest you do take this far more seriously. And how you handle it all right now will determine the course of the rest of your life.
The fact that Christian straight up ignores Dr. Now is concerning and just rude. It shows he doesn't...
I mean, rude to ignore the doctor. That's fucked. I think he's like dissociating though. I think he's like mentally, I think he just kind of went away for a second. I don't know if he did it on purpose. Like that seemed like a very quick shutdown. I don't know. Fuck, dude.
Really care about Maya at all and doesn't support her weight loss. The main requirement that patients need after having the surgery is a strong support system. This procedure is major surgery and they need someone who can take care of them, including things like personal care and making meals. If Christian can't do this for Maya, then she will undoubtedly fail.
Yeah.
Tensions only rise between the couple after they hear the bad news, resulting in one of the wildest outbursts on the show that I've covered.
Is that an engagement ring? Or does she just wear that on that side? Where does the wedding ring go? Here? On the right hand? So she's wearing it on the left hand. What does that mean? Is it just like a blah 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 when it's on the left hand, but on the right hand, that's when it's like an official, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. He wants to go home. He is texting his mom right now saying, please give me a ticket home.
To date.
I have to lose more weight now.
This is your fault.
No, it's your fault, Maya. You put the food in your fucking mouth. Wow, what a bitch. He should just get up and walk away. He should just not even entertain this tantrum. He didn't put the food in her mouth. She can drive herself around. I bet she continued her 4 or 5 fast foods a day, maybe 3. She didn't gain. She lost 9 whole pounds in a month or whatever. She could have dropped way more than that. She was eating a surplus. Like, holy shit. I'm blown away that she really said this is your fault. And it wasn't to the mirror. Wow.
Oh, you haven't lost that much. Yeah. Because of the stress of you treating me like this.
No.
I'm about to melt down.
No, I'm about to. You're melting down.
You
You are melting down right now. You are having a full fucking tantrum right now. And it's embarrassing. Holy shit.
I've answered questions in the past. I could take a day off.
I hate you.
She wants to hit him.
I hate you.
Did you see that? She wants to hit him. She's such a piece of shit. She's an abusive partner.
You're doing this to me, Christian. Why can't you just answer the questions? Oh, you're costing me my weight loss surgery and you're ruining everything.
If your partner does anything like this, leave. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Break up with them. Block them on everything because that is an abusive person that does not have your best interest at heart.
Damn it, Christian, stop.
Is this where she calls her mom? I think this is where she calls her mom.
Stop. No, you do not have the...
She wants to hit him. Yeah.
No, Mom.
No. This, Amberlynn Reed did this too, to her most recent situationship, The Feeder. She, blocked an exit, which is illegal. By the way, you're not allowed to, legally, you are not allowed to prevent someone from leaving a room, a house, whatever. That is illegal. You're not allowed to do that. If someone says you need to let me out, you legally are obligated. You will be arrested. This is by the way.
Here, my mom wants to talk to you.
This kind of shit. Her mom doesn't want to be responsible for the monster of a daughter that she made, so she's foisting it off to this man who is now an abuse victim. Your daughter is abusing this man, and you are supporting. Okay, mom's a piece of shit too, turns out.
Mom, Christian, please. Please talk
Hang
to
up
my
on her.
mom.
Hang up on her.
Christian,
Hang up on her.
Mom, put it on. It's on speakerphone.
Yeah, yeah.
Do not hang up on my mom.
I don't see why we're having issues.
You're cornering him.
I know you want way above.
Why we're having issues now? Girl, we've had issues this entire fucking time. We have had issues for this entire relationship, and he wants out. He's done being her caretaker. He was supposed to be a boyfriend, not her nursemaid.
Beyond. And I know living with Maya, I'm sure it's not easy, but if you could just cooperate.
I know my daughter's a piece of shit, and I know you hate her guts. I hate her too. Just give her one more year of your sacrifice, one more year of your life and mental well-being, so I don't have to deal with her, please. Fuck you. Fuck you.
A little bit longer. I don't see how it's gonna hurt you. And as a person, wouldn't you help somebody on the street?
I hate this mother.
Nope. Nobody helped me when I was on the street. You gotta do it on your own.
I understand if you don't want to continue with the relationship, but if you could just get her through until she has her surgery date.
Nope.
No, this is quite nice.
It's your fault.
Fuck you, Maya, first of all. It's not his fault. I love that he was like, no, actually. And the saying no with these cameras has to feel so good. Like, everyone is now seeing the real Maya. Because I bet she puts on such a good fucking front. Because she's such a control freak. She wants to control how everyone perceives her, just like Amberlynn Reed. I think he's having such a good time right now. I think he said, this is quite nice. Saying no. I think he said that. I think I heard that with my own little ears.
Who's done this, Christian? Nobody else.
Maya.
Mom's like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fix this. You were ruining everything. Fuck both of you. Fuck you, man. Free my homie Christian. He didn't do anything wrong.
You know what?
Get out of here. Run.
I can't believe you're doing that to me, Christian!
Maya's behaviour here has me feeling all sorts of ways. She's selfish, controlling, spoiled, and even just pretty crazy. Instead of speaking to Christian like a normal person, she calls her own mother and gets her to tell him off.
nuts.
And it makes you wonder, is she 33 or 13? And even regarding her weight loss, I don't understand why she blames Christian for this. She's the one who ate it at the end of the day, not him. Now, while I don't really like Christian, I think Maya is being
Why? I mean, unless the full episode really portrays him as like a serious piece of shit, I think he is a man doing the best in a relationship that has ground him to almost dust. And I think he is just now realizing that he can get a little bit of freedom and expose this piece of shit woman at the same time.
really abusive here. The way that she speaks to him, blocks the door so he can leave, and blames him for her own shortcomings.
Domestic violence.
All typical abuser traits. And I think if this was flipped the other way around, it would be a lot more obvious. And I'm not the only one who thinks this way either. As one Redditor puts, how Christian lasted that long, I do not know. Did you guys notice her immediately jump up like she was going to block him? Can you imagine what she does to him off camera?
Yeah,
The situation reaches...
every time she takes something from him, every time she slams her little arms, she wants to hit him. If there were no cameras, she would hit him. And I firmly believe that. That is my firm opinion. She's a piece of shit. He's fine. He might be a bit of an asshole, nowhere near as bad as Maya and her family.
A boiling point when Christian suddenly leaves Maya, dumping her over text.
I'm in total shock right now. I was on my way to the grocery store and I got a text from Christian.
I hope she got fined for this. Texting while driving on camera? You kidding me? I hope she got a ticket for this.
That just said he was leaving. And his mom got him a bus ticket back and he's leaving tomorrow morning. So I just want to see him and talk.
I don't know. I wouldn't have told her until I was gone. I wouldn't have told her until I was like on the bus. Until I was like, I actually took all my shit. I am on my way home. I'm breaking up with you. Don't contact me ever again. If you do, I'm getting a restraining order. Like, she's fucking crazy.
I don't know why he's doing this and tearing down everything we've been working hard.
The divorce came out of nowhere.
I know we've been fighting a lot, but I never thought he'd go as far as abandon me. So I don't see how he could be serious.
She's so selfish. She doesn't realize that she's abandoned him romantically forever ago. She only sees him as a caretaker to provide things for her. That's not a boyfriend. That's not a partner. That's not a husband. That's a nurse. God, she's so selfish.
Or how he would be willing to ruin everything at this point. And I'm just trying not to freak out. Was not part of our plan. I don't know why he's chosen to do this.
I don't know why he's expressing his own free will all of a sudden. I didn't give him permission to do that.
And that if we could just talk, we could work this out.
When Maya rushes home to speak to him, he literally...
She's not a talker. She's a berater. She will berate you until you break down and just agree with her. She just wants you to say, yes, you were right, I was wrong. And just stop whatever independent thought you were doing. Same with Amberlynn Reed. Same with Foodie Beauty. Same with all these motherfuckers.
He just ignores her,
Hell
not
yeah.
even looking up when she walks in or takes his headphones out.
Hell yeah.
So you text me that you're
Called gray rocking. Fuck you.
leaving tomorrow.
Yes, I'm leaving tomorrow. I got the ticket.
Yep.
And why are you choosing to leave before I got the surgery date, 2 weeks before rent's due, if any of my family members are here and you're abandoning me? Why are you choosing to do all of that right now?
What's crazy about the situation is that Maya's first question is why he's leaving her before the surgery. She doesn't even ask about how he feels or anything to do with the actual...
That's what I've been saying this entire time, Craig. That's what I've been saying this entire time. She doesn't give a shit about him as a person or her partner or her lover or whatever. She's upset that she's losing a nurse.
Relationship, really.
Yeah.
It's obvious that Maya is just using him as her personal weight loss assistant, and Christian just can't take it anymore. Well, I don't think Christian is a good person or a good boyfriend. He doesn't deserve to be with someone who shouts at him all the time.
No, he wasn't a boyfriend. He was her nurse. He couldn't be a good boyfriend because she wasn't letting him. She refused to have a boyfriend. She only accepted a nurse. A hot take.
And borderline abuses him. He sat back
Borderline.
for so long letting Maya...
She fully abuses him. Just because she's not smacking him on camera doesn't mean that that's not abuse. All of the behaviors she has displayed are abuse. Be so fucking for real right now.
walk all over him, and now he's done.
Is your stuff back?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing this?
Yeah, baby.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did?
Good.
No, you didn't. You told me in a text message when I was gone from the house.
Yeah.
Why did you not tell me?
I'm sorry, does she not understand that that is, like, what happens in domestic violence situations? The abuser doesn't find out that someone's leaving usually until they're already gone. That's why I was like, Christian, honestly, you shouldn't have done this. You should have just packed your shit and gone and then told her.
Please pay attention to our conversation.
No.
Christian, you don't have that option. You don't have that luxury. This is part of our life.
Actually, I do.
No, you don't, Christian.
Yeah, get up and walk away, baby. Yeah, yes.
Christian, stop.
You can't force someone to be in a relationship with you. If someone says, hey, I'm breaking up with you, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, you can say, okay, let's try and talk it through. But if they're steadfast and they say, no, like, still, I don't want to be with you, you don't get to force someone to be in a relationship with you. You don't get to go, Amberlynn Reed, can I have a hug? Can I have a kiss? Can I try and force intimacy so I can feel better about myself? Fuck you.
Christian, please. Christian, you owe me an explanation of...
She's flailing. She's desperate to get control of this situation.
Christian's lack of response shows just how done with the situation he is. Sick of Maya constantly baiting him for a reaction. Since Christian has left, Maya's life has taken a turn for the worse.
It's been a month since Christian left, and I've been trying to pick up the pieces of my life since
No, you
then.
haven't.
I have not come to terms yet with this.
She's not come to terms with anything. Is she not in therapy? I don't understand why Dr. Now doesn't make it mandatory to have actual therapy with this program. Like, it is a requirement that they sign on to when they sign up for the show. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, because all you're going to get are failures and people that are still so deluded in their toxic thinking that they don't make any actual progress. Like, why is that not part of the program flat out baseline?
I have not been following my diet. It's just been too much for me, and I
She's an
haven't been able to do
excuser.
it. It's been 2 months since I saw Dr. Now, but I'm not looking forward to getting on the scale and hearing what Dr. Now is going to say.
Over under how much does she gain? I would be very surprised if she maintained or lost. I would put money on she's gained.
Maya hasn't been sticking to the diet, which means she likely won't be able to qualify for the surgery. And to make matters worse, since Christian left, she has no one to help her recover from the surgery, even if she does end up being able to get it.
My aunt said she's trying to come down, but I'm worried if he finds out, he'll say I can't do the program without support. I've given up everything to do this, so I can't lose this chance.
I really don't know what Maya means when she says she has given up everything to do this.
Yeah,
she's moved down to Houston, but what else has she really given up? She hasn't even given up food.
Did she even work when she lived in Oregon? Did she work? Because if she didn't, she hasn't really given up anything. She brought her stuff with her. Her family is over there, but her family didn't really like spending time with her in the first place. That was pretty fucking clear. She burned her relationship to the ground. Like, she hasn't sacrificed anything. She hasn't given up anything. Yeah, and Craig is like, she hasn't even given up food. She hasn't even given up food. She hasn't even stuck to the diet. She's constantly excusing her behavior.
At my last appointment, I was at 587, and Dr. Now wanted me to lose 50 pounds over the next month. But it's been 2 months, so I'm not sure if that means he's expecting me to lose double that. But if it's just the 50 pounds, it would mean I would need to be at 537. But I doubt I did that.
Good that it wasn't as severe as I had worried, as I feared it would be. But a 5-pound gain is still 5 fucking pounds. Like, she has been eating so much and such poor quality food at that. Like, she doesn't care about whether she lives or dies. Like, she genuinely doesn't. I don't even know why she's here.
Gaining 5 pounds instead of losing 100 pounds is a pretty sorry effort, and it's obvious she hasn't been sticking to the diet, and Dr. Now isn't as sympathetic as she might have hoped.
So how are you doing now?
Not very well.
Okay, so I take it you still use...
Oh, doctor, I'm not doing so well. You gotta treat me like a baby, 'cause you're a pediatrician and not an... almost an obstetrician. You're not a fucking obesity doctor. You're not here to save my fucking life. You're here to treat me so delicately because my feelings are hurt. You hurt your feelings on the daily. You do it to yourself, girl. I have no sympathy anymore.
Using food to go.
I wanted to feel better, so I went to sushi, and I went to pizza, and I went to pasta.
So did food fix your situation? No. Going back to what you know it's hurting you. When you have an opportunity to turn your life around.
There was none.
I know it's that easy to just say no to your own.
Am I misunderstanding what she just said? Dr. Now said you had an opportunity to turn your life around, and she said there was none? Is that like an editing thing? Is that like a splice clip thing? What the fuck is she talking about? There was no opportunity for her to turn her life around. She's had 4, 5, 6 months to turn her life around. She's had years or whatever with Christian to turn her life around. The boyfriend before then, he was saying, hey, I want to have children. I'm gonna break up with you. If we can't be a couple, they can have children. And she chose food over that relationship. She has chosen food and her addiction over everything in her life. A deliberate, conscious choice. What the fuck is she talking about?
But you do have other options every single time to make a choice not to give in. You can call us if you need our help, and we'll give it to you.
Okay.
You also have an option to
It's that same fucking face. Look at this. Huh? I don't understand. What? What do you mean I have to keep working on it and it's all on my shoulders? What? No, I'm responsible for everything I put in my mouth? Whoa. As if this is brand new news, as if she didn't lose 100 pounds before. Well, 97 now with the... But why does she keep playing the victim? Like, this is literally all she has. And it's pissing me off. Maybe I'm too upset. Maybe I need to relax.
You also have an option to make a choice that doesn't damage your health. So none of this is an acceptable excuse.
Yeah!
I'm sorry, but I'm just...
Okay, this is all fake. You can tell. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're not. But I'm just... She's trying to force tears, and she's so focused on looking like she's crying that she's, like, no mental leftovers to actually, like, come up with an excuse.
And just as you'd expect, Maja starts crying again with no actual tears. She obviously just does not care, which is just...
And I don't care about her.
Because she started out so well at the start of the episode. She lost almost 100 pounds in 2 months after her appointment, but since then, everything just went downhill. Despite her lack of effort this time around, Dr. Now offers her a last-ditch attempt to lose 50 pounds in the next month and to start therapy to work through her emotional...
Finally! Fuck, I don't know why he doesn't... Like I said, like, why is therapy not the first thing they're supposed to do? Nutritionist? Therapist. So they learn about calories, they learn about whole foods, they learn about nutrition, and then they start confronting their fucking trauma.
If she fails at either, she will be removed from the program and only be allowed to restart if she loses a large amount of weight. As Maja does still want to be in the program, she agrees to see the therapist and attends her first appointment, delving into some of the issues she was having with Christian.
So Maja, what did you feel like in the instant when...
I feel like I've seen... Oh, sorry, I'm trying to pause on a decent frame because I like her. I think I've seen her other work, and I appreciate... Therapy requires discomfort, and it requires pushback, and it requires you to completely tear apart the way that you've been thinking. And that's a very uncomfortable thing. And I think that she does like a great, delicate pushback. because these people are very sensitive and they're quitters. That's the one thing that they're really good at, is they give up on everything. The first sign of discomfort, the first time it gets hard or uncomfortable, they're going to just drop it. So the fact that she is able to delicately maneuver these things and slowly plant that seed in her client, I respect the fuck out of that. I really like her.
I felt annihilated and crushed that somebody I love would abandon me like that. And it did lead me to be depressed, and
Yeah. So when you first start therapy, it is a lot of like, this is what happened to me. It's all about me, blah, blah, blah. But you have to start considering another person's perspective. You abandoned Christian first. You abandoned the romantic relationship first. Does she ever put that together? I don't know. Do we ever, where are they now? Is she alive? I don't know.
did feed my depression with food. And then when I had a doctor's appointment, I gained weight.
So Maya, it sounds like I'm hearing you say that following Christian's exit, you mindfully and willfully decided that you would engage in a binge.
It's interesting.
Yes! See, that's the kind of shit that I love. That therapist will, oh my god, I love that. Yes! I wish she was my therapist. Genuinely, she is not in my state. My insurance is not covered. My insurance would not play game with that. I would pay out of pocket to work with her. Yeah.
So Maya, I'm interested to know, how would you describe your behavior in adult relationships?
There's a lot of moments that I can be verbally abusive.
Maya admitting that she can be verbally abusive plays a big role here, as when she argued with Christian over him leaving, she never once reflected on this and thought it could be the reason why he left her. She's so focused on the fact that she feels abandoned that she never gave any thought onto how Christian would be feeling, showing just how selfish she really is.
She's been selfish this entire time, and the first step of healing is admitting the issue, and so I'm glad that she's admitted the issue, but she has so much work to do that she needs to learn how to be on her own. She needs to learn how to get validation from herself. There's no ifs, and or buts about it. That's gonna be the only way that she could actually succeed.
The therapy session, Maya basically gives up and says that she's not in the best place to continue with any sort of weight loss program. So instead, she tries to add meaning to her life by doing volunteering work.
The first big step I'm taking is doing
she quit the program? God, she's a quitter. She's just a giver-upper. What? Great that you're volunteering. Your priorities are fucked. Alright, that's all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you're looking for. If you like horror, I wrote a book. Scary, Scary Werewolf Man. Female Rage, Final Girl. Dark Romance. Reverse Romance, Soulmates Gone Wrong. Ooh, free on Kindle Unlimited. Links in the description. No, but for real, thank you so much for watching this with me today. I really appreciate your time. I'm shocked that I've gotten 4 extra subscribers. Nuts to me. That's nuts to me. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everything, every view, every comment. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Bye.